and welcome once again, okay? Today akibaridi, musishindwe kwa nini? First of all ni kukol, alafu nikaona hii kiti inafanana na masaile yangu.
You're next to dawa ya baridi. Dawa ya baridi.
Yeah, so thank you so much guys for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel.
Yes.
Now don't forget to like, comment. Thank you so much for the support you guys are showing.
To tell these guys to turn on the notification.
Oh yeah, so that every time we upload a new video, you always be the first person to be notified.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, on the analytics, actually, we realize like 50% of you guys are the ones who've subscribed to this channel. That's unfair, guys. You're playing us.
Why are you playing? You're cheating on us.
You're cheating on us, man. Kindly make sure that you subscribe to this channel.
Don't cheat on us.
All right, we can see that you've not subscribed. I can see you. We are giving you 3 minutes. Yeah. 1.
No,
2,
seconds or 3.
3 seconds.
Okay. Okay, count again.
1, 2, 3. Smash the subscribe button.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So today, guys, we've been having these amazing topics, and we love the fact that you're appreciating them.
Yeah.
We love that fact, because there are people who are actually relating with everything that we are talking here.
Yes.
And others are able to even open up to us directly kwa DMs zetu.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for those who have reached out to All Smile Therapy.
Yes.
We've been told so many of you have contacted All Smile Therapy, and wengi wenyu metafuta help.
Yeah.
And I was so happy to actually hear some men are even calling to ask for therapy.
Siniliwaambia wanaume changamkeni, mpige simu, lower down your ego, you need therapy. Everybody needs therapy. So thank you so much for those guys who reached out to All Smile Therapy. We're still going to continue to encourage you to call the number right here down below so that you get more help, all right?
Yes.
And today we're going to be tackling very sensitive topic, okay?
Yeah,
so
it is an unspoken.
It's an unspoken.
Yeah, it's a topic that many people really don't love to talk about.
Yes.
But I feel it's important we talk about, because there's no need of you sweeping things and putting them under the carpet.
Yeah.
Let's talk things as they are.
Exactly.
And today we have our amazing therapist, Teresa.
And talking of which, even before we introduce her, all right? So here's the thing, guys. The topic that we're going to be addressing today, since it's such a sensitive topic, and there's so many people of you who I'm sure you're gonna find like you really need to speak to someone about.
Yes.
Because this is something that bothers, especially ladies, but it also bothers men. Okay. Na pia wanaume kwanza, if this thing happens to you, mazee, you don't even know where to start. It's so embarrassing even in the first place. So that's why All Smile Therapy is here, all right? So once we finish talking about what we're going to be talking about today, kindly make sure that you reach out to All Smile Therapy. Don't hold back, okay?
That is if you've ever gone through this, or you know someone who has ever gone through this and they are afraid of talking.
Yes.
You need help.
You need help.
You need help.
And actually the point I was actually going to drive home is the fact that All Smile Therapy is confidential, all right? So no one is going to share your issues. No one is going to talk them out. But you need to speak those things out so that you relieve yourself.
Can we tell you something, guys? We know most of you, our fans, have gone to All Smile Therapy, but we've never, ever even seen your names. Never. That is how confidential this thing is. Hata nyinyi mnajua si wenda therapy All Smile Therapy, because we allowed you guys to know. But even before we allowed you guys to know, tulikuwa tushaanza therapy kitambo. Before way back, na hamkuwaijua. So trust me, All Smile Therapy, very confidential. Yes, your everything you talk is safe with them. So guys, introducing our amazing therapist, Teresa.
Hi Richie, hi Kemo, how are you guys?
We are good.
Cold.
Oh yeah, I know today is very different and very cold.
Yes,
but we appreciate seasons.
Yeah, mpaka homa haziishi bana.
Lakini namwambia mimi ndio dawa ya baridi.
You see? So, and guys, before we start, let's appreciate them. So many have registered for the course.
Serious?
Oh yeah, many of them have registered for the course.
Yes.
So yeah, guys, continue registering. We have deadline on 30th September.
Yes.
It's the basic mental health life skill training.
Yes.
Yeah, you are all welcome.
Amazing.
Yeah, and thank you so much for those who have reached out.
Yes, and if you don't know what we are talking about, go to our previous video. You're going to see what we are talking about. A course course, therapy, mental awareness course.
Yeah.
Guys, you need that course.
Yes.
Teresa, thank you so much for being our amazing therapist. Yes. Hatujawahi sikia stories zetu zile zinakuaga huko hivyo una huko nje.
And you will never get to hear about that.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Teresa, you're the one who suggested this topic. And the moment you suggested this topic, we were like, okay, is this something we want to address? But this is actually one of those issues that really, really, really need a therapist. And today, guys, we're actually talking about rape. And what rape does to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, I want us to go back even to the news, blogs that we've seen before, news that have come to us so many times. Na mimi wana watu wakicomment hapo chini, huyu mtu anafaa kuuliwa, huyu mtu anafaa kukastratiwa.
Yeah.
Kwani nini mbaya na huyu mtu?
Yeah.
Kwani what's wrong with these guys? You rape a 3-month-old, you rape a 10-month-old, you rape your wife? Like you even rape your wife.
Yeah.
Even wives, you rape your husband.
Yeah.
Like people really don't understand all this thing about rape.
Yeah.
And we have Teresa here who we want you to help us understand. Because I'm amongst those people who don't understand that topic completely. I don't understand it at all.
And you're not the only one.
Yeah, you're not the only one. And you see even the reaction.
Yes.
Equally, it's not a comfortable topic to talk about. It's not your cup of tea. And this happens out there. You can imagine here, we are here to have a discussion about rape. It's still not one of those topics that gives us comfort. Now, you can imagine people who have gone through rape. You know? However, this what it happens when we fail to talk about it. We are siding with the perpetrators.
That's true.
You know? You've called it unspoken. When we continue keeping quiet about such sensitive issues, the much we are doing, we are just masking, and at the end, we are siding with the perpetrators. So who will the victim voice out to? If the people who are supposed to protect them, we all feel uncomfortable.
That's true.
Hence, I feel it's high time we all embrace talking about rape. And we open up about rape so that they can be heard. So, Rachel, you've said by talking about those who rape, you know, people castigate, say they should be killed, they should rot in prison, you know, and all these things. And maybe I should start by asking how you feel about it.
Personally, at some point, I also felt, I think if I get a gun, I'll shoot this person and kill them, because why would, in your sound mind, why would you even think of raping someone? You know, rape is basically forcing yourself into someone without their consent, right? So you utoke mali umetoka, you come, you rape someone. Personally, I feel that person should rot in jail, and to some extent just be killed. You know, that's how I feel personally.
Okay. Kemo, you equally share the same ideology?
Well, it's to me, it's how I feel about it is relevant. Because sometimes maybe someone is psycho, or someone needs to be, first of all, maybe. Okay, to me, I consider such a person as crazy. Like, okay, mad, insane. Someone who needs to be, maybe needs medical help, even before we begin to stab them. Because for you to reach, you know, to do such an act, something is already wrong inside here. That's how I usually perceive it. Like, you're not okay. For you to scaredy, you forced yourself into a chicken.
How are they called, those ones?
You forced yourself into a goat. You forced yourself into a 3-month-old. Something is definitely, you even anything you forced yourself into, something is wrong over here. That's how I perceive it.
But Teresa, those who force themselves in animals, they have a specific name.
A fetish. And now that one comes with sex addiction and different ways of it. And I would say it's not normal, and though it's very different from rape, and it comes when we are talking about sex addictions, you know, and they come in different forms. So in one of our topics, as we'll be creating awareness, we shall still be addressing that, and people will get to know. Yeah. So talking about rape and hearing your take on rapist. So let me first start by saying this. Rape is not a mental health condition.
It's not a mental health condition.
Rape is a criminal act. You know? So before we even start thinking, were they thinking upright? Were they mentally ill? You know? People have come with all sorts of names to label, and you know, they just want to use mental health as a defense mechanism to justify their action. You know, I was drunk and all that. When you go and kill before anything else, that's a criminal offense. We have situations where now they just want to quantify if this person was sane or not. In other areas, we always talk about when you experience some mental difficulties, just seek therapy. For rape, let them face the law. Let it be upon the judge or the magistrate, you know, to declare them not fit to stand trial. Now we can take it up from there. So rape is a criminal offense. And you know, in most cases, people come with justifiable reasons as to why rape has taken place. So today we won't focus more on the perpetrators because the much you can do is to term them as criminals, and I say the law should deal with them.
Also, Triza, can we talk about, as much as we really don't want to talk about the other person, can we talk about the people who victimizes the victim in terms of how was she dressed, or how was he dressed, or alikuwa anafanya nini hapo saa hizo? Nani kwani walikuwa pamoja? Mbona alienda kwa hiyo nyumba?
Mbona aliingia kwa hiyo gari?
Mbona aliingia kwa hiyo gari? Can we talk about
mbona aliingia kwa nyumba after kuingia kwa gari?
Yeah, as much as we want to talk about the victim, can we also talk about those people who think like that?
Exactly. And those people who come, it's called judging. You know, you're supposed to be empathetic to this person who has gone through rape. And if you go out there and ask among the things that, you know, carries the huge stigma, rape is one of them. No one, I would say a small percentage, really want to talk about rape. When people come for therapy, it even takes them time. You know, they talk about rape the second or the third session. They've just come, they're breaking, they're actually not telling what it is. Why? Because they first want to quantify. Are you just like them? These therapists that have met today a stranger, is she just like them? Or will she be in a position to be empathetic? Or she will run into judging me? So what we do the moment we talk about, you see that feeling you're feeling about this rapist, we equally side with them by judging the victims. And what we do, we become enablers. Enablers is, it's someone that has done this, and most of the time, it can even be family, because we want to cover up. No one wants to hear that their brother is a rapist, you know? And especially rape that happen within the families. No one wants to talk about it. We've seen scenarios where people say we are going to sort this out of court. This is a family issue just because the rape happened within them. And they feel what they do is
like
they want to cover up. Yes. You know, brother raping a sister, or sister raping a brother, you know, whichever. It can be rape between siblings, between uncles, aunties, you know, cousins, and all that. Father, daughter, mother, sons. We've seen it happen.
And it actually happens quite a lot. I've heard of cases of even a niece being raped by their uncles, not an uncle, their uncles, and then the family is trying to cover that up and trying to maybe put that on someone who is an outsider just to cover up the family.
Let me put it this way.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Why? They cover this up because rape comes with shame, embarrassment, guilty, lack of self-worth, you know, and just you become useless.
Yes.
So because there is no family that want to be associated with that, they want to cover up. They do not want to hear that their family has a rapist. They do not want to hear that it's their family that has this shame.
Yes.
It's the family of rapists. It's the family where kids are raped, where parents or you know, uncles and all that. But do you know what happens? That shame, guilty feeling of you are not self-worth, it goes to the victim. When you want to cover it up, everything now transits and it goes to the victim. That's how you make them feel. And just get to know rape is an emotional wound that people grow with. Have seen people who will tell you about how they were raped when they were even 4 years old.
Yes.
And here you are thinking a 3-year-old, they know nothing. But they get to go through this emotional pain. So when we cover up, we do not want to talk about it. We equally become just the perpetrators because we are enablers. Hence, I'm calling upon each and every person, let's embrace being empathetic to the victims. Let's not judge them. Rachel, you've talked about something very, very important. The first thing someone will ask is, how were you dressed? What were you doing alone? You know? Did you go
into the
It's always seen like it's the victim's fault. You know? And even people will start saying, you're the one who you took yourself to his house.
You allowed him.
You
or
allowed
her.
him. Or you hear them talk about, are you not married to him or to her? Is she or he not your boyfriend or your girlfriend? You know, because it's assumed if you're in a relationship setup, it's okay to be raped. That's not the case.
It's not the case.
It's absolutely not the case.
You know, I was in shock the first time I heard that there's a lady who was raped by the husband. I didn't understand that. How?
It's all about consent in whichever way you want to. Whether you are talking about being romantic until you get to the climax of it, it's all about consent. Rape is when you are forcing yourself to this person. You know? This person is not willing, and hence you force them. Whether you are the husband or whoever you are, that is rape.
And you know, some of this, even in religion and even in the church, you'll find that there are some people who use some verses in the Bible to actually, you know, force themselves in. Because kuna Bible inasema, there's a verse that says, the husband is the husband is the one who owns your body, and vice versa. So they use that as like, that body is mine, you know, so I can do whatever I want to do with it. I've seen even people coming out to say that, you know, the person that you thought was your pastor, who was my husband, was raping me, using that verse.
The body is mine to be shared. Not mine that I need to force myself into you. That's how everyone, and this are called upon even in family setup, because we have so many, you know, partners who are being raped by their significant others. But again, they can't talk. Just like you're saying, where will they run to? They go to their churches and they are being reminded of the Bible. They go out to their parents and they are being asked, you are talking of so and so who is your husband. That's not rape. So what we are doing, we are doing something called normalizing the abnormality. Let's stop stigma of normalizing what is abnormal. Rape is not normal, and it can never be normal because of the perpetrator.
That's true.
Because the relationship between the perpetrator and the victim is that of a couple, is that of a husband and wife, does not make rape normal. Rape is abnormal, and rape is a criminal offense. So then, people may want to know, fine, now you've created that awareness that we should not, you know, cover up for rape. What else are we supposed to do? So the first thing, when you are covering up for this rape, it means you are siding with the perpetrator.
Yes.
So stop being selfish. If you find yourself, you know, thinking about, if I'm not going to disclose, if I'm not going to tell on my son who has raped my daughter, or maybe, you know, my daughter, how are you going to go about it? Just get to know it is your responsibility to ensure that you protect the victim emotionally and psychologically. How do you go about this? First, if you absolutely do not know how to handle the perpetrator, focus on the victim. The very first thing is to assure them that you are there for them. And this comes even when they want to open up to you. Just let them know, I'm here to listen, and I assure you of my confidentiality. You know, the next thing should be you taking the steps to offer them medical help. In most cases, when rape happens, medically they're supposed to be given some medical attention as the first aid, even before taking shower. That's something that people forget, because at the hospital there is some sample they are going to collect, only as evidence, you know, because we've heard of rape cases, and when they go to court and all that, they say we didn't find enough evidence for this. So before you tell them clean yourself up, tell them just the way you are, we are going to the hospital. That should be the first step of offering help to them.
So what I'm trying to get from what you're saying is, if you ever find yourself in such a circumstance and you realize this has just happened right now, you should be quick to take action. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Like, don't, because I've seen many people who wait until it's 6 months and now they just feel like it's overwhelming emotionally. I just have to say, you know, so and so raped me 6 months ago and now there's no evidence. So what you are trying to say, if I'm understanding clearly, you should take action right there and then. Don't wait for the emotions to overtake you so that now you can.
No, right? But Kemo, I tend to somehow, okay, I get what you're saying, but Teresa, correct me, I think some of this, especially there are rapes that find you, then you get in shock, such that you yourself can't believe it has happened. So the first question that will come in your mind is, what will people think about me? What will they say? Will I really get help? And Kemo, I think that's where what you're saying comes in. You stay for a while, then you realize much later, now this is too much. Yes. But you see, Teresa, I'm tending to think it's because this person at the first place, the reason why they didn't say it there, it's because they were also in shock. Ama?
No one gets, you know, to be in shock forever, for days. Shock and numbness will be there, because just if you can remember when we are talking about loss, you've lost your dignity. Rape steals dignity, you know, it steals dignity from this person. So yes, you've lost something very, very important. And hence you will experience all that, you know, being in shock and being very numb and not getting what it means. But that does not mean that you should clean yourself up. If you're already aware, and this goes to everyone 18 and above, just the moment you get yourself together, you know, it first takes a moment. Are they still within? You know, but they always recommend at least within 72 hours. So I'm sure you'll just be there lying for 72 hours. So that should be the first step you take. You wake up, you go to hospital the way you are. If possible, you should not even use your washroom. Just go the way you are. Have hospital as your first destination. Go there, explain to them what you've gone through. Most hospitals, they have assistant counselors, if not therapists, someone to take you through, but the first thing, they will attend to you medically.
All right.
So that should be the first thing. Then from there, and that is if you are able to, you know, in most, in other circumstances, it could be maybe a kid. If you're there as the caregiver, the first thing, and that's why I have said, stop concentrating on the perpetrator. Ensure you are in control of your own emotions, because when you are in control, you will know the first thing is not to go and ask her, why did you rape him? the first thing is to take care of the victim before I go ask the perpetrator. So just ensure you take that kid to hospital, or if you are able to, just go to hospital.
All right. So you've said being over 18, right? What if you're a teenager? This has happened to you, or let's just assume you're a teenager.
Yeah, I was talking of it being over 18 because I'm assuming being a teenager, there is someone who is your caregiver. You should talk to them. But again, we have scenarios where, you know, someone can't, maybe that caregiver is the one who has done the act. Someone you trust, your caregiver, just run away. It's as simple as that. Run away from that household, get away and go talk to someone. It could be your neighbor, your teacher, or someone who can offer you assistance. Why? Because rapists, they have the tendency of repeating the act. And that's why most cases when you are when you're talking about rape, people will tell you they are raped, not once, not twice, many times. And it could be maybe the abuse. Most of the time it happens even by different people. Why? Because they become so vulnerable. They become so vulnerable. You'll get to hear of stories of rape where if someone has been raped, there is a high tendency of them getting raped again, even in future, by maybe the same perpetrator or different people altogether.
Why is that?
It happens because you are so vulnerable. Your power has been taken away. You are not in control of yourself. So that one means even the next time you meet with this person, you will still behave in a very vulnerable way. And hence the act, you know, there is a repeat of the same. Because for you, what you know is someone can never come ask for your consent. They just take it away from you. And hence you become that person. This is what is normally done to
So
me.
it kind of weakens your willpower.
It's mental illness.
Mental illness. Okay.
Raping is not mental illness, that's criminal act.
Yes.
But you being raped, the moment you are raped, that's a mental illness.
You have become mentally ill.
You've become mentally ill. Knowingly or unknowingly. The best thing you can do is to seek help of a therapist, but before then, go for medical help. Now after that, you call for a counselor or a therapist.
This is what Trisa is saying. If you have ever been in such a circumstance, you need medical help because you're not okay. You might be thinking you're okay, but you're not actually okay. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes.
You need actual help, all right? And All Smiles Therapy is here to help you. I'm quite sure you're willing to speak to these people so that they seek help and guidance as to how to overcome this, right?
We will give them therapy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very quick, Trisa, talk to someone who have gone through rape and they have never, ever talked about it up to now. Talk to them.
Okay, before I address the victim, just very fast, if you are there and you know of someone or someone who has gone through rape, they've come and they've opened up to you, just get to know. It's not in your possession to start questioning of how it happened, you know, and the details. Do not try to fix it, not unless you are a mental health professional. Because you trying to fix it can cause more harm than good. You know, we have scenarios where someone can never see anything green in color. When you ask, they'll tell you the perpetrator came, you know, wrapping up a green towel. So when you're busy trying to fix, you can cause more harm than good. Be empathetic enough and ensure that this person, you deal with them the same way you'd want people to deal with you, just in case it also happened to be you. So now, for someone, the victim who has gone through rape, I'm very sorry that this happened to you. Very sorry. And I can call the act out as a very unfair, very selfish, and very evil act that happened to you. I tell you, it's okay. You feel dignity was taken away from you. You've gone through an entire process. I may not know where you are at when it comes to healing, but I can assure you it's not your fault. You absolutely didn't do anything to deserve this. And I hope those people, you get to be served with justice, and that those people will have to face the consequences of their action. I call upon you not to mind about, stigmatization, to overcome your fears, because the more you continue masking the fears, the more you continue pretending that all is okay, it's absolutely not okay. Could be this happened from your parent, from someone, your relative, your friend, someone you trusted so much. And I can tell you it's not okay. That's not what trust is all about. Do not take this into your next relationship. Do not have mistrust issues because someone was never trustworthy to you. We are here to offer you help. You can reach out to us. You can reach out to any mental health professional out there. And I assure you that we are going to walk the journey with you and ensure that you become whole again.
Just like you've had, reach out to All Smiles Therapy. If you're out there, you've gone through this, you know someone who has gone through this, you know a family that probably covered this whole thing out, it's your time to now stand for yourself. It's your time for you to seek help, just like you've had. It's now where you are at this particular moment. You're going through a mental problem, and it can affect you. I really wanted us to continue with this conversation and even talk about how it can affect you, how it can even affect your children, how it can even affect your marriage, which can. By the way, okay, I'm feeling like saying it real quick.
This is what I'm thinking. I think perhaps the next topic we should be addressing is the effects of rape.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe from childhood to teenagehood, whichever age. Maybe you would be in the right position to explain to us some of the after effects of being raped that are playing in your life that you are not even realizing they are playing. But they're playing.
They are.
So I think that's something that we really like urgently need to address now. Since we've already started this topic, we talk about those things in the next session, so that we can help people even understand themselves. Maybe they will kumbe niju I was raped, that's the reason I behave like this. So I think that would be a good approach.
So guys, thank you so much for watching. Let's continue with this conversation hapa kwa chini kwa comments, and also if you feel your issue is very sensitive and you don't want to write it down here, come to my DM, his DM, or All Smiles Therapy DM. You will get someone and they are going to help you out.
So up until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let's just say bye-bye.
Bye.